Yeah, yeah, they can hear you. They should they should be able to still hear you. No, that's just for me because you're talking on Clapper. Okay. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, everybody, to Mindful Movements. We're going to get things started and get things moving pretty smoothly this morning. I'm going to give you just a minute or two for everybody to get settled in. If you've done these exercises with us this week, tell me if you've had any issues. Tell me if you have any questions about these exercises because today we put them together into a combo. I see that. Raise your hand if you want to jump up before I get started. If not, it's okay. I don't want you to feel like you're pressured to. I am trying to close at the top of the hour today because I have an appointment that I have to be to promptly. So we are going to get started. We're going to start with a nice little warm up. We've been doing that all week, so that's where we're going to start. We're letting more viewers know. Oh, shoot. I've got to flip my screen. I almost forgot. I almost forgot, Cheryl. Yeah. Oops. I don't know. Trying to get as many as it'll let me do. I'm trying to do them. All right. There we go. All right, welcome in everybody to Mindful Movements. We're going to get started. I'm just trying to let everything pick up before I start. I will say that if you're just joining in on Mondays, we go over 2 different exercises. On Wednesday, we usually have a discussion. And then on Friday, we put those 2 exercises together into a combo. So if you're just joining in, today is Friday, so it's combo day. I will go over those again just quickly, and then we'll go straight into the combo, and we will end with a light stretching. So that's how our days go. We start with a warm up, we go over the exercises, we go over the specific daily exercises, and then we go into just a light stretch to kind of do a cool down. So if you're doing it with me, then you kind of get everything going. Thanks, Shell, for all that information. I know you are all over the place. You are absolutely amazing. So if you're just joining in, please tap the screen, share the love, whatever it is that any platform that you're on, whichever one you're watching from, because I am on 4 platforms at one time. So whatever one you are on, please do whatever it is to help me get shared out there and let people know that I am here. As we get started, it is 11 minutes after 7. I will be starting here in just a minute. So if you're just joining in, get ready. We're going to get started. We're going to start with our normal warm up. This is the warm up that we do every day of the week. I am live Monday through Friday. So we are going to get started. Make sure you can't see my chair in there. Fix my shorts and get all the things ready before we get started. Here we go. All right, we're going to start with that warm up. The first thing that we're going to do is a march in place or a high knees. March in place is just this right there, or you can do high knees. I'm doing a count of 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to go straight into arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, if you cannot get all the way up above your shoulders, it's okay. Go as high as you can. Make them small circles. That's okay. 11, 12. I just did 12 of those suckers. Went really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going straight into hip circles. We're going right, around, 2, 3. My count is on the left whenever I go around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going straight into bear hugs. Give yourself a nice little hug. Each double is a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next one's going to be leg swings. 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do leg swings, forward and backward, left and right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to turn around so you can see the other side. Remember, if you can't go high, it's okay. Go only as far as your body will allow you to go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if any of these are too fast, you can always slow them down. You do not have to keep up with me. That was 1 round of warm-up. We're going to do 2 warm-ups this morning, and then we're going to go straight into the exercise. We're not going to do 3. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do a full warm-up. We do 3 rounds of everything, and then we go into a stretch. We're trying to get you used to doing these warm-ups, so if you're doing them on your own, you feel confident doing them on your own. All right, here goes round 2. High knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arm circles forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going backwards. 1, 2. Good morning, everybody that's just walking into my room. 7, 8, 9. Next one's hip circles. We're going out and around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can do these slow. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go into those bear hugs. Remember, it's a double. That's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see how I'm doing this? My arms are just going back. 9. You see my shoulder blades squeezing together whenever I do that. That was bear hugs. Forward and backwards leg swings. We're going to do both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! If you got through 2 rounds of those, give yourself a little hand. I'm going to grab me a quick sip of water before we move into the exercise. If you did this, if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask. If there's any questions that you have about any of that warm-up, go ahead and ask those in the comments. We're going to go into our exercise now. This week, we have been going over the lateral step and the lateral raise. The way we're going to do this morning, and we're going to do each one of them individually. So if you have any questions about them by themselves, you can ask. Then we're going to put these together into a combo move. So if you have any questions once we put the combo together, then you can ask those as well. Okay, so we're going to lateral step just like this. Okay, and I put a little, kind of like a little squat in there as I do it. See that? If you want to make it a lunge, you can, like this. Okay, like this. You can do these any way. We're going to keep it with a step this morning, just like this, nice and slow. If you want to do these as part of the warm-up, you can always throw those in, okay? Make this part of your warm-up. All right. Lateral step, we went step right and step left, right? Okay, now we're going to do a lateral raise. Remember, when we do these, we don't want to lock our arm. You want to keep your arm nice and relaxed. You're going to use your shoulder to do this movement, just like that. Okay, turn to the side. You go up, because if you're holding a weight, your hand's going to be here, coming out, just like that. Okay, so lateral raise is out. You can see my arm a little bit better here. You can see the curve that I have in my arm. I'm trying to make sure that you can see that like this. There we go. So right here, you've got this nice little curve in your arm. You don't want to lock your elbow out. That's going to put a lot of strain on your arm when you do it, especially if you have any kind of things going on. Remember, I am just giving you guidance. Please never, ever, ever use this as medical advice. Talk to your medical provider before you start any fitness or nutrition program. It's very, very important, especially if you have any injuries or you're recovering from some of those things. Please make sure that you ask. So you're going to keep that arm nice and relaxed. See that little curve in my arm, and then you're going to go right on up and then down, up and down, and you're using that shoulder to do this move. All right. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to ask, and then we will go into the combo. Yes, you can. Would you like to see it? I have my bands right here. Yep. You just slide those suckers on. If this is the ones that you have, these are booty bands. Slide those on. Slide those on. I put them above my knee. If you are wanting to do a little bit more of the ankle thing, you can also do this around your ankles. And instead of it doing more of your quad push, it would be a little bit more lower. Does that make sense? So if you drop it down here, like this, it's going to be more on the outside of your calf and your ankle. See how my leg is moving like that? Okay. But today we want it up here, because I want to feel this in my legs, in my thighs. So then you can just go out. See how I still have that bend in my knee a little bit? Okay. Just like that. You do it with the bands, you're definitely going to feel it a lot more. So if you're a little bit more on the advanced side, and you've been doing it for a little while, and you're ready to add some kind of resistance to it, absolutely. Shell, that was a great question. Look at you asking all the questions on all the places. You're so good. All right, so now we're going to put this together. We're going to do that lateral step, and we're going to do that lateral raise. So when we step right, okay, we're going to lateral raise left. A little bit of a coordination thing there, right? Just like that. Step. See how my arm is staying out. And I can throw weights on here if y'all need to see what it's going to look like with a weight in your hand. Okay. If you want this to be more of a lunge, did you see how I just did that? I stepped out, lunge, out, lunge. Okay. Remember, my left leg doesn't do it great, but I can still show you what it should look like. Okay? That's what it's going to look like when you put them together. You want that opposite movement. Remember, we're trying to talk about coordination between your body and getting that stability when you're doing those opposite movements. So say you're over here, but you have to reach something. Or if you get too close, you know how like if you get too close to something, sometimes it's really hard to get to, right? So you step back. So you're going to step away, and then you're going to reach above, just like that. So that way and that way, right? Okay. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and ask. Yeah, for sure. I do. I should have them on there, Dana. If not, I can definitely put them on there and then get that to you. I would love for you to look at the ones that I use. I'll make sure to do that as soon as I'm done here. My goal is to be out of here soon. So, combo. And I do have, like, if you choose to do wrist weights instead of a weight for the raises, you can also do that. Just throw your wrist weights on there. It gives you a little extra weight on there. And then you just go out. Same way. You do it the exact same way. It doesn't change a whole lot. I'm going to drop the weight off of here a little bit. There. So I'll show you with the weight. Whenever I step left, remember, I'm going up. If you have two weights, even better. Look at that. Woohoo! Get it going, girl. And if you're throwing those bands onto your legs at the same time, full body move right there. You're getting so much. Woohoo! And then that coordination between flipping it from hand to hand, even more. I'm just kind of sliding it as I do it. Let's see if I can show you. So I'm going here, and then I'm just kind of like dropping it in the hand, out, just like that. See that? That was a great combo right there. All right, if you have any questions about either one of those exercises in the combo, go ahead and start asking, and I will happily answer those quickly. And then if everybody is okay with those, no questions for those, then we will go into our stretch for the morning. I have to do that slowly, though. I have to do all of those things in slow-mo. My husband tries to twirl me a lot, and he puts his hand out just so I can grab and twirl slowly. It's something that you learn. You have to learn those things. Yeah. All right, I don't see any questions coming in about either one of those exercises. So let's go back. If you're doing these with me, let's go into our stretch. We're going to do that cat-cow this morning, and then we're going to do that hamstring stretch that we've been doing, Shell. We're going to go cat-cow. So we'll go down, curve your back, look up. Oh, stretch. That feels good in those shoulders after I did all that. And then down. Remember to breathe as you do these. And center. Up. You're looking up toward the ceiling. Down to the floor, stretching that spine. Oh gosh, that feels good. And then center. Okay. We'll go down. We're going to do that. I'm in almost like a figure four. Scoot back a little bit because one of them can't see me all the way. Figure four. And I'm going to lean to that straight leg. This is going to stretch that hamstring. Nice. Oh, it feels really good. All right, we're going to do the other side. Remember, every breath you take, when you let it out, try to let that help you relax your body just a little bit more. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. If you have any questions, we've been going over the lateral step and the lateral raise this morning. So if you have any questions about those, feel free to ask in the comments. Oh, she was coming in time. All right. We're going to do that torso stretch. Here, cross that leg over, put it on the floor on the opposite side. You're going to take your arm. So my right knee is crossed over. My left arm is going to go on the outside, and I'm just going to twist. Keep your posture, keep your back up, your shoulders back, and this will definitely help change the way it feels. Remember to breathe when you do these. Every breath you take, try to let it help you relax just a tiny bit more. Okay? Cross over, hand over, turn. Remember to breathe and relax. We'll do that shoulder stretch since we did those shoulder moves this morning. We're going to stretch it across your body. So this is my left hand coming across toward my right shoulder. And then I just bring my right hand over and kind of give it a little tug. Doesn't have to be heavy, doesn't have to be hard. Every breath you take, just relax your shoulders a little bit more and you'll feel a difference. Right arm, cross over to my left hand, my left shoulder. Remember to breathe. My back is up. I'm nice. My back is still straight. My posture is good, even though I'm sitting on the floor. You can do this from standing if you want to. It's totally okay. I just figured since I was on the floor, I would just do it all from here. So if you gave this a try today, give yourself a hand. I'm so proud of you for jumping in and doing it. If you watched today and you're trying to get a feel of all the things and getting yourself ready to do this and you're trying to learn and make it better, please give yourself a hand for that too. I'm so proud of you for being here today and being with me and doing this with me and trying to learn something new. And I'm so sorry. I'm messing with my shorts this morning because they're rolling. They're driving me crazy. So we went over the lateral step and the lateral raise. And when we put those as a combo, we lateral stepped one way while we lateral raised to the opposite direction. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and ask. It is 7:29. I want to be finished up with any of the questions here soon. I do have an appointment, so I will not be able to linger on today. But I am going to sit and I will happily ask any questions that you have. Nancy, good morning. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me this morning. Remember these things, you don't have to do these fast either. I know a lot of people when they start exercise, I'm going to scoot back a little bit because I feel like I'm really close to my screen. But you don't have to do these fast. When you're doing these exercises, think about the movement and make it slow. I'm going on my screen now. Make it nice and slow whenever you do this. That way you focus on the muscle that's trying to do the work. So in that exercise that we were just doing, we were doing a lateral step. This is going to work the outer thigh. It might work your quad just a little bit. It may work your glute just a little bit, depending on how deep you go into that step. Like as if you go into like that lunge, then it's going to work things a little bit more. But you can do these slowly. You do not have to do them fast. Go at your speed. You can always get better. But if you go too fast and then you hurt yourself or you do something that's going to give you an injury, then it's going to just set you back. So you don't want to do that either, okay? So just think about the moves when you're doing them. This is all about doing it to make you feel good and help you stay strong for the long haul. That's what we're doing here. So with that lateral raise, we're working that shoulder muscle. You're going to feel this in your shoulder. You may feel it a little bit in your upper arm around your bicep a little bit. But then you think about, what muscle am I using when I do this? When you do that, you go nice and slow. Pay attention to the move you're doing. Try to remember not to lock that arm out. Okay. And if you have anything or you need to make any kind of modifications, you can always do that. Modifications are not failure to do anything. They're just modifying for your body. So it's totally okay to do. All right. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and shoot them in the comments. If you are joining in and you have found this to be valuable, please like, love, share, tag somebody so next time I go live, they know that I'm here. I would love to have them in. And if they have any questions, they're free to ask questions. And I try to give the best answers possible, best to my knowledge. So I haven't seen any questions to come in. So guys, I am going to call it for this morning. So many places. I don't even know what to say first. Thanks everybody for being here on TikTok. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Today is Friday, and I will see you on Monday. All right. Thanks, Facebook and YouTube, for hanging out with us today. I hope you have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.